Imani Tech cars are really good for those who play GTA Online public lobbies since they feature lock-on missile jammers and pretty good armor against bullets and rockets while still being fun to drive around and having lots of upgrades. So today let's talk about which are the best Imani Tech cars in different categories. But first, a quick introduction on what are the Imani Tech cars. Imani Tech cars were released together with the agency business, and to put it simply, Imani is a hacker who can perform upgrades to your car such as remote control upgrade to control your car, lock-on missile jammer, machine guns, slick mines, and armor plating, which makes your cars bulletproof from small amounts of gunfire and can stop anywhere from 3 upwards of 12 homing missiles. There are a total of 14 Imani cars currently in the game, and if you want any of the Imani Tech specific upgrades, you will have to purchase an agency and upgrade your cars in there. To add to that, these cars are also really customizable with tons of upgrades to choose from and have anywhere from 20 to 28 different upgrade categories to make your cars unique. So with that out of the way, let's get to rating the best Imani Tech cars. Fastest 2-door Imani Tech car is Italy GTO Stinger TT with top speed of 132 miles per hour. This car is overall the 5th fastest car in this game, not including the HSW cars. This car is not only fast, but it is also one of the most armored cars, which can take 12 homing rockets. It is a supercar and handles really well, but if you want to have more fun, you can also drift it. It has moderate upgrade options, which are not over the top, but are also quite nice, and some can make the car look more aggressive. If you don't choose a custom spoiler, you will have this funny looking small active spoiler that comes with this car. Overall, this is a really nice and fun supercar with the safety of missile lock-on jammer. But if you want to drive with 3 of your buddies, you will need a 4-door car, and the fastest out of them is the Buffalo STX with top speed of 126 miles per hour, and it's the second fastest Imani Tech car after the Italy GTO Stinger. It is in a muscle car category, meaning it can do a wheelie. It is a fun car which handles nicely in the streets and it just looks good. On top of that, this car has the most upgrade categories out of all Imani Tech cars, featuring 28 different upgrade categories, so you truly can make this car really unique. And I definitely recommend buying this car even if you don't need to seat 4 people. But sometimes you can find yourself in a big trouble that you need to get out of. The quickest car is the Ocelot Virtue, and it's not surprising since it is an electric all-wheel drive supercar. Besides that, this car is also one of the most armored, which combined with the quickness makes this car really good against griefers. It is really fun since you can accelerate really fast and get up to speed in no time. It handles pretty well, but with how quick it is, sometimes it can get out of hands and spin you out. It is so quick you can literally start doing 360s with it on the street. Another cool feature is that it can do a burnout with rear wheels or the front wheels if you hold down the handbrake. It has a really nice looking active spoiler, so while upgrading I recommend not putting on aftermarket spoiler. Additionally, it has really good upgrades that makes the car really aggressive with lots of aero, but the best part about it is that you can get it completely for free. For that you will need to complete all the last dose missions, which are also quite fun to do, so there is no reason not to get this car because it's free and really good. If you also want 4 people to fit in the car, second quickest car that also has 4 seats is Omnis EGT. It is also all-wheel drive electric car, and before Virtue was released, this was the quickest car, but now that Virtue is here, it is noticeably less quick. This car has pretty sick upgrade options like this roof-mounted luggage box. It also features active spoiler like the Virtue. It is more manageable than Virtue since it is not as quick and aggressive. EGT can also take a few more rockets until it explodes. So if you need a quick car for a lot of people, this is it. Well, this is a weird category since Omnis EGT was the most armored, but now it is really not clear which is the strongest car, and numbers from my and others tests don't add up. For example, back when I made a video on the Ocelot Virtue, When it was released, it took 20 homing rockets to blow it up from my test, but when others tested it, it only took 12 homing rockets. Maybe in the future I should make a video testing all the Imani Tech cars' durability, so comment down below if you want to see that. But if we are not talking about exact numbers, Ocelot Virtue, Omni CGT and the new Buffalo EVX are the most armored Imani Tech cars. There are 4 vehicles with Imani Tech with off-road capabilities, but the best is my Batsu Monstrosity if you want to take it off-road. This vehicle has a lot of off-road specific upgrades all throughout the car, like the bull bars, spare tires in the trunk, roof and hood mounted accessories and much more. But that's all for a good reason, since this car is really capable off-road and can climb nearly 90-degree slopes, which is insane. And if you want to drive on the road, it is also not slow and quite quick on the acceleration. Downside that this car doesn't have armor plating, meaning it will take only 3 missiles before it blows up. And to add to that, this is the only Imani Tech car that won't let you use your weapons while inside your car. So if you need a good off-roader without being bothered by Oppressor Mark II griefers, since they can't lock on, this is the best choice. Ranking the cool factor of car is really subjective, but maybe you can agree with me when I'm saying that the new Pinot de Cosette looks really good. This is also quite a recent addition to the game, and it's the first vehicle under this Pinot name. It just looks cool, like someone took your boring daily driver and added $1 million worth of aero. Sadly, it is also electric, so you won't be hearing cool engine sounds. But at least the acceleration is really good. Coming back to the aero, it is not only for the looks, because when you drive this car, it is really hard to spin out in it. You can drive around any corner with a lot of speed, and this car just sticks to the road, and it is quite surprising since it is only rear wheel drive. Additionally, it has good upgrade options to make it even better looking. And when talking about the looks, I highly suggest keeping the stock wheels since they are quite unique and really cool. But it also lacks the armor plating, so it will take only 3 missiles. If you don't mind the low resistance to missiles, Pinot Le Courus would be my first choice in terms of cool factor. And if anyone knows how to spell it properly, please let me know. Another really subjective category is the cleanest looking car, and in my opinion the cleanest car is the Anus Date. It is a luxury 4-door sedan with really good looking exterior, and when you lower the suspension, the car just has a really good stance. To go with that, it has really tasteful upgrades for the bumper and wing options to make this car look clean and not ridiculous with over-the-top upgrades. The body lines and the looks are so tasteful, so I had to mention this car. If you play with a huge group of friends, Ranger 3600 LX can carry 8 people in total, which is quite a lot. It is the same car you will see if you get 5 stars and the SWAT team starts chasing you. It only has 4 seats inside, so the extra 4 people will be hanging outside while holding on to the car. This car has quite a few unique upgrades, few of which I didn't put on this car, so it looks more clean. And if you need a car to carry all your friends and being able to defend against missiles, or you just want to impersonate police, this is a really good vehicle for that. So these have been the best Imani Tech vehicles. I couldn't mention them all since there are quite a few of them, but you can't go wrong with buying any of them since they all are really good when you add the lock-on missile jammer, and additionally you will have a lot of upgrades to make these cars your own. If you like this video, please subscribe. Also, what do you think about my new microphone? Does it sound good? And as always, I will see you lovely people in the next one. Have a wonderful day.